Hello and welcome back to another week here at Knickknack Kitchen, where today we are making chocolate souffle. A chocolate souffle is luxuriously indulgent, sinfully chocolatey, and absolutely delicious. To top that off, my recipe comes together in just under 30 minutes. It's absolutely divine. With that being said, without wasting any further time, let's just dive into this video and see how we make it. So the very first thing that we'll do is prepare our ramekins, and for that I'm going to grease each one of them very nicely with some butter. Do not use oil over here, the butter will just give a little bit of an enhanced flavor which is important for this dish. And do grease the ramekins properly because we don't want the souffle to stick to the edges. And now I'm just going to add some sugar and just move that around in the ramekin so that it's coated on all sides. And we're going to do this for all of the remaining ramekins as well, and then we're going to move over to start preparing our souffle base. So for our souffle base, I have some soft brown sugar in a saucepan, and to that I'll add a little bit of milk. And now we'll set this on medium heat until the milk mixture starts to simmer. In the meanwhile, in a separate bowl, I'll take some dark chocolate, some soft unsalted butter, some coffee powder, and some vanilla extract. And as soon as our milk starts to simmer, we'll add that to this bowl as well. Now we'll let this sit for about a couple of minutes, and then we'll start mixing all of the ingredients until we're left with a smooth mixture wherein the chocolate and the butter would have melted. Now in case your chocolate and butter does not melt, don't worry, you can put this in the microwave and just give it about 20 seconds at a time until you have a smooth liquid mixture. And then we're going to go ahead and add our cocoa powder, and you'll mix that as nicely as you can. It will be very thick at first, but don't worry, we're going to add some egg yolks at this point. And once we start mixing the egg yolks, you'll see that you'll be left with a smooth, velvety and very glossy mixture. So now we're going to take 2 egg whites in a separate bowl, and we're going to beat this on medium speed until we have soft peaks. And once we reach soft peaks, we're going to go ahead and add some sugar. So this is what we mean by soft peaks, and now I'm adding half the sugar, and we're going to beat this for about 2 to 3 minutes until the sugar is well combined. You'll notice that your mixture will start to get stiffer and glossier. And now we'll add the remaining sugar and beat this until we have stiff peaks. So do beat this for at least 3 to 4 minutes. It's very important to ensure that you've reached the stage of stiff peaks, because if you don't, your souffle will not rise as well as you want it to, and it won't have as great a structure. So it's very important to reach the stage of stiff peaks, and this is what it looks like. And at that point, we're going to get our chocolate mixture. And first what I like to do is just lightly beat this chocolate mixture with whatever little egg white was stuck to my beater. But from this point forward, we're only going to use a spatula to fold our egg whites into the mixture. That way we'll not knock out any of the air that we whipped into our egg whites. So make sure that you're doing this ever so gently so as to not lose any volume whatsoever. So we're going to keep folding this mixture until we see no streaks of egg whites. And at that point, one final touch is a little bit of coffee liqueur, which is completely optional. If you don't want to add any alcohol, that's totally fine. At the same time, if you don't have coffee liqueur, you can certainly use some rum or any other alcohol of choice. So now we're going to transfer our prepared souffle batter into our prepared ramekins, and I generally get 4 souffles out of this recipe, but you can also get about 5. It depends on the size of your ramekins. The ones that I'm using have 150 milliliters capacity, and accordingly you can do the math. And now the final thing which I want you to know, at least about filling up our ramekins, is that you only need to fill this to about 75% of the way. 80% is also fine, but no more than that, because if you try and fill this a little more, you'll notice that as your souffles rise, they will start to overflow from your ramekins and you'll be left with a mess. That being said, it is going to be a very tasty mess nonetheless. So, one final step, which some might consider optional, but I think it's very crucial, is to run a clean finger across the rims of your ramekins. This just helps clear out the path for your souffle to rise perfectly, and it also helps ensure that your souffle does not get stuck to the edges of your ramekins. So now I'm gonna do this for 2 more of the ramekins, and then I'm gonna bake this in a preheated oven for exactly 10 minutes. Now that's the sweet spot for my oven. Everybody's oven is different, so you might want to try with one ramekin first. And here you have the most amazing chocolate souffle risen to perfection, but more importantly, cooked to perfection. And to prove that, I'm just going to dive into one of the ramekins, and here you have the perfect molten center. This right there is liquid gold. It's absolutely delicious. It's a perfectly cooked souffle, and it's all so easy to make. You just have to try it to believe it. This all comes together in under 30 minutes. Now, in case you're not baking all of your souffles at one go, you can store them in the refrigerator for up to 2 days. All you need to do is cover them with some cling wrap, and when you're baking the souffles, it'll be at the same temperature. The only thing is you'll add a minute to the original baking time. You'll still have the most perfectly amazing molten chocolate souffle. And with all that being said, I hope you found this video to be useful, and if you did, then please do give a like, do share and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as always, thank you so very much for watching, and I'm gonna see you next week.